In the last session, what we have discussed about the normal terms of payment and as well as installment terms of payment. Now, and also in the last session, we have already posted the normal terms of payment related document and successfully posted discount also. Now let us see the installment payment term. Installment payment terms. Okay, so now I have already explained you about the functionality, about the installment functionality, and also there is a child and parent relationship is there in between normal payment term and installment payment term. Now let us create the new installment payment term, okay, and see the scenario in the system, okay, how it will work. Okay. So the installment payment term creation, the transaction code, it will be differ. Installment payment term, the transaction code is a OBB9 is the transaction code. For OBB8 is the normal terms of payment. Go to transaction code OBB9 T0522S, the table is. Now you can see here. Click on the new entries. Okay. First let me open the normal terms of payment OBB8. So as I mentioned, first we need to create the normal terms of payment. Okay, now let us go here. The last one which we have created, R006. Let us assume this is my installment payment term. Okay, even if you want to create a new installment payment term, what you need to do, there is a prerequisite. The prerequisite I have already explained. First, we need to create the normal terms of payment in OBB8. Then we need to go to OBB9 transaction code. That is the prerequisite. Okay, so now I'll mention here prerequisite to create installment payment term. We need to create normal terms of payment in OBB8 transaction code. Then we can create installment payment term in OBB9. Okay, so now while creation of the OBB8 only, then we need to decide that we need to select the checkbox if this terms of payment is applicable for installment payment term. Now let us see this. Let me save this one. See now, do not enter any terms of, okay, hold back. Then the system just giving them warning message. Now, even though I do not want to continue this amount, okay, continue this payment term as a installment payment term. If we select this one, then this will be as a installment payment term. Now, let me go here. Click on the new entries. Now, what is my payment term? ZR06. Select the ZR06 terms of payment. Installment number 1. Percentage, how much percentage which you are expecting? Let us assume 30% which I am expecting. Then payment term. Okay, see now this is the terms of payment. This is the payment term. If there is any, okay, let me select from the drop down here. Okay, I'll give the same here. So which one is applicable here? Now, if you can see here, this is the installment payment term. But now here, what is the payment term which you want to specify here? That is the reason both will be different. Okay. So now what I will do, I will give here is the okay ZR01. Okay. Payment term within 15 days. Okay. The person need to make the payment. Then I'll give is the ZR06. ZR06, then installment payment term is a 2. Then here is the, I'll give the 40%. Then go to drop down. Here I'll select here 30 days. Within 30 days, if they will make the payment, they will get some discount. Otherwise, they will not get. Third installment, 40 plus 30%, 70% total it has become. Rest 30% only we need to give 30, 45 days. Then enter. Now this is the these are the installments 1, 2, 3 installments which I have given. The percentage here 30%, 40%, 30% again. So within 15 days, if they make the payment, they must have to make the payment 30%. Within 30 days, they have to. This one is a 15 days. This one is the, see now if you want, you can go here. See now ZR01. If you make the payment within 15 days, let's think about, we need to get the discount is a 5%. I will enter here is the 5% is the discount. Then say within 30 days, if we make the payment, we'll get the discount is the 3%. Then after 45 days, then there will not, the discount is not applicable. So that is what the same what we have maintained here. Okay. Now save here. Go back, come to transaction, post to the transaction code F-43 and see that one. I will post that one 01/06/2023. Currency, give the currency, vendor number, give the amount, the invoice amount. Okay, I'll give the round figure so that it will be easy for us to understand. Okay, I just have given the payment of ZR06 only. Payment block, I do not want the block, this should be. Then vendor invoice 40. Then enter the star. Enter. Simulate it. See, now you can see here, see the difference between when we were posting the normal invoice. Okay, system was not splitting the amount. The moment when we have specified the installment terms of payment Z006, you can see here, first payment is a, okay, from the invoice total amount is a 1 lakh rupees. From this, the first installment is a 30,000 rupees. Second installment is a, what we have given is a 40%. 40%. Then the third installment would be a 30%, again 30,000. Total it has become 1 lakh rupees. System is, okay, system has considered that, and also the line item has been splitted based on the percentage what we have specified in the installment terms of payment. Okay, understand this one. This is the important one. Okay, whenever the system will display like this, then only your payment term is a working, your installment terms of payment. Now the document has been posted. System has been posted the installment amount. Then we want to see the discount also, right? Okay, then let us see that if I make the payment within 15 days, okay, then I am eligible to get the discount is a 5%. Let's see whether will I get the amount or not. Let's see this one. Give the vendor, process the line item. Okay. Now you can see here. Okay, I do not want to go this one. See now here you can see here itself the total invoice. This is the total invoice. Okay, this is something different. This is not a current invoice what we have posted. The invoice what we have posted today, this is the invoice. Okay, let us go and see the FBL 1N. Just to display the invoices, open items. You can see here which one we have posted. The latest one we have posted. This is the one 16/2023 we have posted. Right? This is the document number what we have posted. Just check here. Okay. So 16/2023 we have posted here. Now the same document number 004 19004. If you can see here 19004. If we make the payment, okay, now first installment has come. First, I do not want to make the payment. Then this one also, this one also. I want to make payment only this one, 30,000 only. Okay. Then go to the change difference. Okay. So what is the invoice? 28,500 only, which we want to make the payment. Process open item. See now, amount entered is at 28,500, 28,500. But the total invoice amount is at 30,000 rupees only. Total installment amount is at 30,000 only. Then minus 1,500 is a discount amount. Okay, 30,000 minus 1,500 is a 28,500. The rest 1,500 it will go and post as a separate line item. This is the discount amount. Go to document, simulate it. Now you can see here cash discount. This is the amount which is posting in as a separate line item. Okay, even if it is installment terms of payment, then post it. See now this is the document what it has been posted because we have posted the we have made the payment within 15 days. So the invoice we have posted on 1st of June. 1st of June we have posted. Then we made the payment on 6th of June. So now the payment happened within 15 days of the time. So that is the reason we are getting the 5% of the discount amount. Now let's say list, refresh it. See now one line item has gone. One installment, first installment has gone. Only the now 1,70,000 we can able to see here. Okay. So now this is what how the installment terms of payment it is going to work. Okay. So now we have seen if you want you can post the similar way and you can do the clearing. Okay. So now functionality we need to understand that one. If anyone is having any further query about the terms of payment, so please let me know. Okay, fine. Now the next topic would be a automatic payment program. Okay. Now automatic payment program. So now for interview point of view, I will mention the comment here. I'll put it the comment here. Understand, without APP, there will not have any interview. Okay, 100% they will ask you during the interview process how it is going to work the automatic payment program and what is the functionality and what is the configuration. There are many questions may come from the interview perspective, okay, about the automatic payment program. This is one of the important functionality. Okay, so now first let us understand the in a simple way for what purpose the automatic payment program SAP has given. Now we have already seen the check payments. Okay, so now what we need to do, if I want to make the payment, check payment, what I need to do, I need to I need to make the payment individual document wise. Then I need to print the check physically. Then I need to send the checks to the vendors. But similar way, let us assume there are n number of employees are working in my organization. Let us assume I have a 1 lakh employees are working. Okay, 1 lakh. Okay, let us assume, okay, 1 lakh employees are working in my organization. Working in my organization. Then, and at the same time, then if we want to make the payment, salaries, right? Employees for, I mean, during the month end, what we need to do in order to make payment to salaries to all employees, to all 1 lakh employees, 1 lakh employees, 1 lakh, sorry, 1 lakh employees. Okay, if we go by manual payment process, it is difficult. It is difficult to do the payment. Then, at the similar way, even I want to make the payment multiple vendors also. There could be I mean, there will be a chances also. Okay, even we have to make payment to the vendor. This is the, let us think about, this is the case number 1. Case number 1. Then let us see the, case number 2. Then we want to make the payment. We want to make the payment to multiple vendors at a time based on due date. See now how the due date will be calculated. See, for employees perspective, we can understand every month end we need to make the payment. But now for vendors, what we need to do, we need to make the payment based on the due date. If we want to make the payment based on the due date, now I have n number of vendors are there. Okay, I want to go and I want to generate the report which vendor line item has become due. Then if we want to make the payment for individual vendor due item, that is also not possible. Okay, so now in order to overcome all these situations, the SAP has come up with, SAP has given the option to make the payment, to make the multiple Okay, to make the payment to multi multiple line items, at a time. So here now I have a 10,000 line items are due today. Even though the system within 5 minutes, the payment process will be done. Okay, from our point of view, because what will happen? See, for month end, for employees, we have to make the payment since it will be the month end activity. Then for vendor due line items, today the vendor line item has become due. There are 100 line items are due today. Even if I am not going to make the payment today, what will happen? There could be a chances the vendor will charge the interest because we are going to do the payment late payment. Okay, even there are chances. So that is the reason to avoid all these situations. The SAP has given the option automatic payment program. So by using automatic payment program, what we can do? We can do the payment. Even I have a 10,000, not only 10,000, n number of vendor line items. Even though the line items, so remember the vendor due line items will be picked by system automatically. Okay, will be identified by system and will be processed at the payment. We process payment automatically by system. So here, without a manual intervention, which are all the line items are due, the system itself, it will pick up the line items, then it will process the payments. This is what just the functionality of the automatic payment program. And for what purpose we are going to use that one. Okay. Now there are 5 configuration steps are there for automatic payment program. Each and every step is important for us. Okay, then we will discuss in detail each and every step. Okay, the configuration steps of APP. APP stands for, don't confuse, automatic payment program. Don't confuse. Okay, then one is a okay, so the configuration steps for the setup all company codes. Then second one is, we'll discuss about one by one in detail. Setup paying company code for payment transactions. Sections. Then the third one is setup payment method at country level. Setup payment method at country. Then the fourth one is that setup payment method at company code level, company code. Then the fifth one is that setup fifth one is the bank determination. Now I'll give the one more thing. I'll give the hint here. Maybe we will discuss in detail when we will be there into the S4 HANA. The automatic payment program configuration. As part of S4 HANA, the bank determination configuration has been changed. This is not the same as what we are doing in ECC. Okay, just for your information, it's a completely changed in S4 HANA. Okay, so the bank determination part, it has been changed, but rest all the steps, it will be the remain same. Okay, now let us go to the one by one, the configuration steps. Number one is a set up all company codes. Go to the transaction code. Remember, for automatic payment program configuration, there is a single transaction code FB ZP is the transaction code, or individual wise also set up all company code for payment transactions. Okay, set up all company codes for payment transactions, set up paying company code for individually also you can go, but as part of the interview, even better you can remember this transaction code FBZP. Okay, then go to transaction code FBZP. Now you can see here all company codes. Click on this one. Set up all company code for the payment transactions. Click on new entries. See now what is the for which company code you are doing the configuration for the payment. Okay. Now Z0SG. This is the company code what we are using. Then now there is a difference between, now you can see here there is an option sending company code and paying company code. This we need to understand the functionality. Then difference between sending company code and paying company code. What is the difference between? We need to understand what is first of all sending company code. Now I will take the same, will take the small scenario. Now our Apple group, under Apple group we have a n number of company codes. Okay, one is in Z0IN, sorry, Z0IN. This company which is located in India. Then Z0SG, this is the Singapore. This is located in Singapore. Then one more legal entity which we have created. Let us assume Z0 US. This is a USA. This is located. Now under this Apple group, I have the multiple legal entities. Just understand the scenario here. Sending company code and as well as the paying company code. Then, okay, now these are all the legal entities or company codes. I'll just put it here like this so that for our understanding. Then these are all the company codes. Now, under Apple group, we have the three legal entities. Now, what they have decided that since the origin of the group, origin of the company, which is in USA or which is, let us assume in India. Now the transactions which are doing in Singapore and USA, whatever it may be, like salaries payments, like vendor purchases, whatever it may be. So now the Apple management wants to make the payment, make all the payments through company code, Z0ESG. We'll take this one. Z0SG. Remember, even if the business transactions are happening in Z0IN and Z0US also, the payments has to go by Z0SG only. Okay, Z0SG company code. Remember, Z0SG company code. So meaning that even if the transaction, let us assume here I have done some purchases. Sorry, here I have done some purchases. The cost would be, let us assume 20,000 rupees or 2 lakhs rupees. Then here also I have done the payment here. Again, the payment purchases, or else I have to do the salaries payment. Which I want to do here. Then, even though the both transactions which are happened in other company codes, Z0US and Z0IN. But now these two are the now, even though the payments are which we want to go to the from Z0SG, then these two legal entities or these two company codes are become the sending company codes. See now, sending company code, this one sending company code Z0IN. Remember, the similar logic is applicable here also. Yes. So now, if these two are the sending company codes, remember, if these two are the sending company codes, what is my paying company code? The payment, this is my paying company code. Here, need to understand, this is the paying company code. So now here in our case, the paying company code is a Z0SG. The payments are happening through this company code only. The payments which I want to make the payment through this legal entity. Even what will happen if this is the case, then these payments, whatever the payments which are happening, then these payments will be sent to this company code. The payments will be happen through this company code. The similar way, these salaries payments also, which will be happen through this company code only. Okay, so now this is the paying company code. That is the difference between any payment. The payment will not be happen through these two company codes. Only always the payments will be happen through this company code only as per the management decision. This is the management decision. This is my paying company code. Okay. So now you need to understand this one, the difference between paying company code and sending company code. Now, this is what about if there will be a such scenario, then you need to define that one. Then always my company code here, my paying company code, then sending company code, both will be differ. I just mentioned. If there is a difference between sending company code, remember here, the sending company code only we can specify one sending company code only. You cannot specify multiple sending company codes. Okay, remember, this is the mandatory field. Then separate payment per business area. If you have the multiple business areas, okay, if you are following while posting a document, you have given a business area. Okay, now in India, you have a one legal entity, one company code. For that company code, you have a branches, multiple branches in India. One is in Bangalore, one is Hyderabad, one is Mumbai, another one is Kolkata. So based on the geographical location wise, we have created business areas. So now if there is a situation like that, then if you want to separate payment for business area wise, then you can select this option. Okay, the payment supplement option, this is not, this in case if it is applicable, you can select, but this is not required at this moment. Tolerance days payable. So now if I give 3, what will happen? If I give even 1 also, what will happen? If the invoice will be due today. Today is the today, then that system will not consider that invoice as a due item, because the tolerance days today plus 1 more day, additional day. So tomorrow the line item will become due. Now, so that is the reason I do not want to go this option. Outgoing discount. Now you can see here outgoing payment with a cash discount from. Okay, if you want to mention any cash discount, you can also mention here directly. Then vendor special GL transactions. If you remember correctly, we have done the configuration for the special GL transactions. Special GL transactions are nothing but your advances. So for advances also, which the system need to consider during the automatic payment program, then what you need to do, you can specify the special GL transaction indicators here, so that the system will consider while making the payment if there will be any advances which are already posted. Then now if you want to ignore anything, okay, exception list, okay, you do not want to consider those special GL indicators, then you can specify here. You can see here for vendors and customers. Why we could see here vendors and customers? This we need to understand. Remember, this is also interview point of view. Note, I'll put it here. The APP is applicable for vendors and customers also. Remember, so now they may ask you during the interview, is it the automatic payment program is applicable only for the vendors only? But you need to say absolutely it's not. That should be applicable for your vendors and customers. Okay, it should be both cases. Okay, not only for the vendors. It should be the program which we can execute vendors and customers. That is the reason I did not explain this point at the beginning. Now you can see here, you can specify the customer special GL transactions also here. Then if you thought you would like to exclude or make them some exception list, you can key the which you want to treat them as an exception list. Okay, now I have mentioned, let us assume A is a special GL indicator. Now I want to, A should not consider system. I want to make it as an exception list. Then I have given multiple things here, multiple, okay, special GL indicators. G, I have given like this. From this list, then I want to exclude A or exception list. Then you can specify like this, just for your information, how this is going to work. Okay. Enter. Save it. Now, then paying company codes. Click on new entries. What is our paying company code? Is a Z0ESG. Now, understand that one. This is my paying company code. Okay, so now even though if the transactions are happening in other than, then this is my paying company code. Now, paying company code. Maximum amount for incoming payment. Okay. So now here maximum amount per incoming payment. Then what will happen here now? Okay. Then if you do not mention, nothing is wrong here. Okay. Then no exchange rate differences. Now here come to the forms. Okay. Click on the forms. Here you can see here for the payment advice. We need to understand what is the payment advice. Okay, so now first let me give the standard F110 underscore D underscore AVIS. I will explain you what is this one. For form for the payment advice. Okay, now first let me do the configuration this one, then we'll discuss about. Then EDI accompanying sheet from, okay, this is not required. Sender details. Okay, now sender details is the, I will select from the drop down. Yes, this standard text which I want to appear. Then what is the header? Okay, header also there is a separate. Then I will explain you F underscore 001 underscore header. Then footer information. What is the header and footer? I'll explain you. Then this is a footer. Then the next one is that sender. Sender information. Then let me save this one first. Now we'll talk about the payment advice. See now what is meant by the payment advice. Now first one we have already completed. The second one also we have already completed. Oh, sorry, now we are in second step only. Now payment advice. What is meant by the payment advice? The payment advice is a list of documents information list of payment list of paid list of paid document information. How the payment advice? Okay, what is mean by the payment advice? Now let us assume there are invoices which are already due. Okay, so now those invoices, I'm making the payment for those invoices due. Already the two invoices are due. Now while making the after making the payment, then system need to inform to the vendor we have made payment on behalf of these two invoices. Then these two invoices are eligible for the cash discount. Okay, this is the terms of payment. This is the discount what we have applied. Okay, this is only we are making the payment. All the information, the payment advice, it consists of, okay, list of paid invoices. Okay, list of already the invoices which I have paid. Okay, the paid invoices information it contains. Okay, we need to print the payment advice also. This is also very important one. There is a separate configuration, it is there for the payment advice.